Just because we do public shows does not give anyone the right to sell our content without our consent. And just because of what we do, like, we deserve rights as everyone else.
I just wanted to say that, as a new model, it was so shocking to me to see over 24 hours of my video footage taken from me. I was expecting people to do screenshots, but I wasn't expecting every broadcast I've ever done to be on their site.
Why are we still having to explain consent? I don't accept the line, that's just the way it is in this industry. We chose this. We deserve better. Our customers and our colleagues want better for us. So what if I get naked?
I'd like to start this video by saying thank you. The amount of support and outrage that I have heard over the past 3 days regarding this issue has been so overwhelmingly motivational, and we have to keep this flame lit. We have to stay mad and be united on this. I know I sound like a broken record, those of you who've been reading some of my tweets, because I think I've written that like 10 times now, but even the cam sites themselves, as an industry, we need to be united on this. We can't point fingers and blame and just accept this as part of the job, or act like, oh, well, it's not my job to do this. This is so important and so much bigger than one campsite, one thief. This is big. For those of you who are just finding out about all of this craziness, I will link part 1 or the beginning of this video up above somewhere. So please check that out if you haven't already. But this is an update video on the first video. We are going to discuss some of the discoveries that we've made. We are going to answer some questions I keep seeing pop up, and I am also going to show some more emails and screenshots. Also, obviously, throughout this video, you will hear me keep saying we, because I have not done this alone. This is a collab, and the girls that are involved, the guys too, that are involved in this situation, that have been helping me collect information, are absolutely amazing. I cannot thank them enough. I could not do this alone, and it is just so heartwarming to see this group evolve and share. We are officially a team, and it feels really good to have support. I was going to talk about some of the models that seem to be against this movement and have said some quite disrespectful, rude, and mean things towards the girls and guys that are upset by all of this. But then I looked at the tweets and I reread them, and I realized that there are 2 types of haters in this situation. There are the girls that don't believe that change is possible, that have somehow just accepted this as part of the industry, that just comes with the job. And then there are a few that feel like bringing exposure to this issue is going to make it worse. I understand both sides, and I see both sides as more of a cry for help right now than anything. The people that seem against this aren't against this. They don't want their stuff being stolen either. And their upset comes from a place of hurt too. So it's really important that if you are on our side and you're tweeting about this and you're involved in this movement, to not be mean or disrespectful back to those people. That they just don't believe in change. They don't believe that we can do this. They accepted this. They're hurt. And we're not going to change that by being mean in a tweet back. I think what's going to change that is showing them that we can do this and showing them the different steps that we can take. So it's just time, and please don't be offended by these other models. But I will give you a promise right now. I promise that I will do everything in my power until I take my very last breath on this planet to protect my job, my livelihood, my everything that I've put into this industry. I will be damned if some internet terrorist is going to take that away from me. This is personal. Okay. Whew. My chest hurts. All right. Let's begin by clarifying some statements and answering some questions that I've seen floating around. I think the most important thing to realize right now, because I've been seeing this one a lot, is this is not just my free cams. I have found recorded streams across many, many campsites. I will list them next to me, and there are also some that I haven't even heard of. This is also not just Cam Model Hub. There are many sites that are using the flaws in these copyright laws to do the same thing that Cam Model Hub is doing. We are using Cam Model Hub in this video as an example, since they seem to be the most vocal about their thievery. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's a word now on this topic. So don't think because I'm technically an MFC cam model or that we're talking about Cam Model Hub that these are the only problems that we are looking at, that these are the only situations. No, this is many sites and many cam sites that are being stolen from, and many sites that are profiting off of this stolen content. Those of you who really believe that this is endless are absolutely correct. This is not gonna stop, people. This is not going to stop. This will be a forever problem unless us as creators, as producers, as campsites, as models press this issue and change these laws. I'm sorry to get dramatic, but I'm so sick of hearing, oh, this has been going on forever. Why aren't we doing anything about this? And if we're doing something about it, what? What are we doing? Please tell me what we are doing about this. Please tell me your plan to get your rights back to the content, to the streams, to the things that you were doing. What's your plan? We need to press these laws. We need to change these laws. We need to speak up. Being silent and submitting and accepting this is hurting us as an industry. I see all the time people tweeting and Instagramming about how they feel like the industry is dying. I see people that have been in the porn industry for 10 years plus talk about how the internet age is ruining porn, and this is why. This is one of the main reasons why. It is so easy to steal content, and no one does anything about it. On that note, I want to mention our second point, that this is not just about the act of recording what is on your screen. This is about recording something on your screen and then selling it and profiting off of it and not getting consent by the person that you're recording. Holding content hostage until campsites or models comply with your demands and profiting off that content is terrorism. It's sexual assault and it needs to be stopped. DCMA laws, copyright laws that are in place currently are not and cannot help us right now. These laws need to be changed, revised, revisited, and taken more seriously. So all of you girls that are talking about filing DCMA with these particular sites or doing whatever, reporting to the site is not going to get your content taken down. Take Cam Model Hub as an example. They will lock you out and keep selling your content. Now I'm going to sound like a broken record. I'm going to keep repeating myself. Cam Model Hub is not the only site doing this, but we are using them in this video as an example because they are the most vocal about their pirate antics. And that is what we're going off of. They are the leading example of what needs to change. I just want you to see some of the verbiage, the unprofessionalism, and the responses that we are getting back from our campsites. So please feel free to pause, please read everything, and yeah. This next part is very, very important. When checking to see if you are on these sites, please type in different variations of your name. For example, NoahGraceBensi, NoahGraceBensi, Naughty Noah, NoahGraceBensi, anything that you have gone by in the past. Check under those aliases too, because people are finding content with underscores, with Z's, I's, two I's, trying to get around some of this fraud. So unfortunately, don't think that searching for a few minutes and coming up blank means that you're completely safe. Please, please check every variation and alias you've had if you're looking for your stolen content. I don't want this video to go on forever, but there's a lot that we have discovered and found over the past few days since posting the previous video. And there is actually a lot that I feel like that we can do, and there is a lot of progress to be made. This is not going to be a quick fix. This is a big, big, big issue. But I will still tell you a few of the steps that me and the model group think that need to be taken. I would like to briefly talk about the Adult Performer Union. I will link their website below. I will also show you their website on this screen. Again, we are more united together. They have already gotten back thousands of models their Instagram account, and they will 100% help us come up with some of these answers and get to the bottom of this big issue. So please look into joining. I really do think that if you're going to be in this industry, you need to join the union. So please, please, please check out that link below. Another way that we decided to get the word out is we created a hashtag, Cam Models for Change. We decided to put this hashtag in our bios so that people can click it and see some of the banter and things that are going on. We need as many people aware and talking about this as possible. So please use your resources and share this problem. I also decided to dedicate my entire Patreon to this cause. So what I'm going to do is my $1 tier will not only include the model group in Discord, but I'll also be doing a weekly podcast updating everybody on what's going on, any findings, doing interviews with the people that we need to speak to, and keeping this flame going as strong as possible for as long as I can. The podcast is called So What If I Get Naked? I thought it was a really good title since people seem to think that me being explicit online means somehow I signed away the rights to my body, which I just the fuck agree. So, yeah. So there is actually a podcast live right now on my Patreon that anyone can listen to. I'll be going deeper into detail and answering some of these questions more in depth. I obviously truly can't get it all into one YouTube video. It is way too much right now. Those of you who can't or don't want to join the Patreon but still want to be part of this, that is completely fine. I will be posting bi-weekly or monthly videos on this channel, again, with updates about this subject. The Patreon and the Discord and all of that is for people that want to know what's going on right now, that want to stay updated right now. It is also for anybody who wants to join in the conversation and feels like they have some input or can help us in any type of way. So please, please, please check it out. I'm going to shut up now. I think you guys understand. Like I said, my goal is to just keep everyone in the loop and keep this flame alive. And then a portion, if not all, of what I make on my Patreon is going to be going towards anything that we might need to fight this, whether it be lawyers or a protest or I don't know. I don't know what we're going to need yet. We'll discuss it when the time comes, but I will be saving the money and showing statements as needed so you don't think there's anything shady going on. And all of those profits are going to be put towards this. I can't emphasize enough how important it is that all of us stay connected and that we don't feel helpless. So please check it out, link below. Here's a little preview of the show that is up on there now. We had one of our models go undercover, like the little sexy ninja she is. And she talked to Cam Model Hub, and I want to read you what this SOB freaking said. Alright, hold on, let me go to the... Ooh, this guy. Because non-nude models, you're being taken away from too. Any fun little things that you do online or whatever you do in your room to keep your customers loving you. I know girls that do art or sing or whatever. You're being stolen from too. There's someone making money off of your back too. It doesn't matter. It's anyone who is streaming on these adult sites. You're a non-nude cam model. You're still a sex worker, darling. And I want you to know that and accept that. And now let's unite on this.
Took to Instagram. Everyone's seen, like, you know, my and I just want to say that me watching this interview made me feel really bad about myself. Shame on you.
What's going on is sexual assault, and it's disgusting, and these sites are just so goddamn smug about it. Change is possible, and we need answers and protection. I also, again, just want to say I am so sorry if you're just finding out about this and you are new and you feel violated or that you want to quit. Just know that I felt the same exact way. Please don't quit. It is a violation, and you have family and support and people that love you in this industry and that want to get to the bottom of this and that are doing everything in their power to fix this. And I hope that brings you some peace in this situation. So far, we have like 30 girls on our Discord and 50 in our Twitter group, and the numbers are growing and it is amazing. You are not alone. Next, I want to show you an article that gave me a little bit of hope to this matter, and I hope it gives you a little tiny bit of hope too. I was shown this article by one of the models in our group, so it just shows how proactive we're all being. This article was from digitalmusicnews.com, and it talks about the Supreme Court formally being asked to review DCMA by a porn company. Again, I linked the article below, but I'm going to read some of the parts that I have highlighted. Unlike music, there hasn't been a streaming savior for pornography, at least one that involves premium subscriptions and the proper compensation of owner rights. And one big reason for that is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, or DMCA. I know, I think I keep saying DCMA. I switch letters a lot, but I apologize, and I think you guys understand what I mean. Where were we? DMCA, which offers safe harbor for user uploaded content that isn't licensed by that platform. Amazingly, the Supreme Court hasn't tested the constitutional legality of DMCA. Even though the statute has been around for roughly 20 years in the United States. Just this week, the company implored the Supreme Court to review the copyright provision, arguing that the federal courts are in disarray over the matter. The company lost an infringement claim because the DMCA defenses. That case, Ventura Content versus Motherless, found that defendant Motherless had ingested pornographic content from Ventura from its users, but could reasonably argue that it didn't have knowledge of its infringement. So to put that into a little bit of English, pretty much they lost the case because this company, Motherless, claimed they did not have any knowledge of Ventura's content on their site. Now, for us, this is a semi-good news because especially Cam Model Hub, like I said, he is very vocal about what he is doing. So he cannot claim that they don't have knowledge of this situation. They're doing it on purpose. He admitted it many times. I keep saying he. This could be a woman. Imagine. Most importantly, Motherless removed the content in question when directed by Ventura, making this site DMCA complaint. Of course, that's a very familiar defense for sites that sneakily use copyright material without actually paying for it. And for those in the music industry, it's a tired loophole that costs billions in damages for decades. That makes a Supreme Court review worth undertaking, though it's unclear if the High Court will ultimately find constitutional faults with the act. I would like to throw up on screen right now what we found the net worth of Cam Model Hub is. We found a lot of information on this company. We found who owns it. We found what their name is. We found where they're located. And yeah, I think they thought they were protected. I think they thought they were being secretive with all of this. And just know the powers of sleuthing and Reddit. Just this morning, BMG celebrated a substantial settlement at the hands of Cox Communication, the third largest ISP in the US, that caps a multi-year legal war. One in which Cox was found to be repeatedly failing to comply with DMCA statutes, with known repeated infringers rarely handed punishments. So yes, it says that this is rare. It is rare that these guys get in trouble for what they're doing, but again, it is possible. This company just won their case. And if BMG and Cox doesn't prove that change is possible to you and that this is wrong, then I don't know what will. We just need more cases like this, and we need to raise more of an issue with the court system about this law, about these problems. And these heartless, thoughtless, passive replies back to models, such as this one right here, telling a model that, oh, well, I mean, you're getting promotion from these sites. Like, look at it this way. No! Like, no! Are you serious? It just goes to show their lack of care and how normalized this has all become. This is not okay. We need to make them care. Cam Model Hub alone makes $20,000 off of us. You know for a fact the net worth listed is not, it's probably less, way less than what they're actually making. So answer me this. Why are we paying for this terrorist to live? Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. This is getting long, I'm getting heated. Please like this video, share this video, share your concerns. You don't even have to share this video. Use the hashtag, use your voice. We can't let them win. We can't let them do this. And just stay positive. We're gonna fix this. So I'll post more updates on here about this when I know more. I'm going to be going back to my regular Secret Life videos next week as far as that goes. I really do hope to see you on Patreon. And yeah, I love you guys to pieces. I'm so sorry this is all going on. And please just keep using your voice and stay positive. And yeah, with that, I am going to go. I am exhausted.